Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a telephone. This is Tom's Mickey Mouse telephone, and basically the telephone is the shop's, the base unit here that Mickey sits in, and all this really is they went with a handset, a Trimline handset basically, and this is Tom's telephone, and he's got a problem with the number 4, and I have the keypad apart and the handset, and basically the conductive material is drawn on plastic here, and I get this pretty often where people have spilt things into the telephone, and it can eat the conductive material if this goes on for too long. And you wouldn't think with all the plastic folds here that the material, the liquid, could actually get in. Sometimes it's just from the atmosphere, but he's having a problem with number 4, and this keypad is dirty. It's had something spilt in it, or it's picking up through the atmosphere. It's picking up and drawing it in, depending on where this telephone sits. But I want to show you something here. I have the keypad actually apart, and when this is all sandwiched together, there's a little more pressure on the number 4. But there's just enough liquid sitting on number 4 here. I'm going to see if I can't get it to do it real quick while I'm holding it. I'm going to set this down here and try to get this to reproduce on the number 4. And I'm going to hold it like it would be sandwiched. And I'll go through some of the numbers. Let's see if I can't get it. See how number 4 sticks? That's what's happening. And if you hit it a little bit, number 4 continues to stick. Now I have my fingers here holding this because normally, hear it racking off? It's racking off number 4. I have my fingers here holding this like it's sandwiched together with the keypad, because that's normally how this, there it goes. It's just racking off by itself, different numbers. And I'm going to open this keypad up here real quick, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to disconnect the analyzer. I'm going to pull the keypad apart, and I'm going to open it up. And this is just plastic now with conductive material drawn on it. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And number 4 would be right in this area right here. And I don't know if the video's picking that up. I know there's probably some light issues here. But what I want to do is I want to take a Q-tip. Now you don't want to clean these keypads with anything that's going to take this conductive material off. And I don't suggest that if you've never done this, you probably don't want to try, because if you these keypads are very hard to get a hold of, and if you damage any of this conductive material here, your keypad is not going to work. But I want to swipe over, and I want to show you on this keypad, because I don't think the video is really picking it up. You can see that Q-tip is starting to get dirty. And although I'm just doing a sweep over everything, I'm going to go ahead and also clean it. But I want to show you the dirt that's coming off the liquid that's coming off this keypad. And it just bunched up under number 4. Although the whole thing was dirty, it bunched up under the number 4. And I'm going to clean this thoroughly the proper way. But I'm just getting this, I want to get this Q-tip. And now you can see all the liquid that's on this Q-tip. Probably soda or coffee is probably what that is. And just kind of going to sweep over it and kind of get some of the liquid up. There's a little more liquid here than I would think that would come out of the atmosphere, but we've had people that have had phones in kitchens, and that's about the same that you would get out of a keypad of a phone that's been sitting in a kitchen, because that grease and things get in the atmosphere. And if this phone sits close to a kitchen and they cook a lot or something, this really could be from that, because it's not always a spill into the handset itself. So now that gives you an idea of what kind of damage that'll cause. Now, any kind of liquid that sits in here for too long is going to eat this conductive material. And what's going to happen here is once that conductive material is damaged, you either have to hope that it can be repaired, the damage can be repaired, or you're looking for another keypad. And I can tell you right now, these AT&T handsets are kind of getting hard to find because a lot of them work, and they don't, you're never going to get one for parts hardly. So either you got to get lucky enough to get one for parts, and that shows you right there just how dirty that really was. And that's why the number 4 was sticking. Or it also can cause you not to be able to dial out at all. And it can cause the telephone, if there's enough liquid in there, to not work at all. So basically I just wanted to go through that, and I need to clean this keypad. But like I said, if you try this yourself, you probably, you're taking a chance, because if you damage any of this conductive material, it's over. You'd have to repair it, and you'd have to know how to repair that, and it's not a simple thing, because what you have is it's all flexible. So anything you try to do to this, I mean, there's some tricks of the trade, but since it's flexible, it's a drawn-on, painted-on conductive material, and you're probably going to just ruin it. And I've found that other chemicals, if you're trying to reproduce the trace, other chemicals, if it's not like very close in a chemical structure, what will happen is you can put other conductive material and try to repair it, and what will happen is it'll actually eat this conductive material, and you're just wasting your time. And before you know it, the repair gets out of your hand. I've seen it happen. I've been through it. I've been repairing these phones for a long time, and I've seen that happen, where you can put other kind of conductive material here, and it'll actually eat that. It's just like if you're painting something and the two paints don't match, and you start spraying something that's already got some paint on it, and all of a sudden it starts bubbling up and it becomes a big mess. So it's the same basic story. But that gives you an idea there just how dirty, if the video wasn't picking it up. That shows you just how much liquid that this keypad had on it, and that was where the number 4 was sticking. And it would have caused other dialing problems. There was enough liquid here that sooner or later it would have gathered up onto another number, and it would have caused the same thing. And left uncleaned long enough, it would have started eating the conductive material that we have here. So just because you have a bunch of plastic folds here doesn't mean that the liquid can't get in, because it will sneak right in and get into your keypad here. So that gives you a little look. I thought that would be kind of interesting, because it's kind of a common problem, and I see this pretty often. So basically, this is the only video I'm going to do of this telephone, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this properly with what I have come up with through the years, the way I clean it, and then I'm going to put it all back together again, and we should be fine. I don't believe I'm going to have to fix any of the traces or repair them, but you never know until we get to that point. But it should be okay. But that's how dirty it can get, and it does matter. So this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. This is a Mickey Mouse Trimline handset from AT&T. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.